Hello, and welcome to Round Glass. My name is Lisa Kring. I'm a licensed clinical social worker and a longtime practitioner of Vipassana Buddhism. And I'm so happy to be offering this practice, especially at this end of year time, letting go of the delusion of separateness. So I'll just say a few words about this practice before we get started. Hopefully, it resonates with you, brings us closer together, right? That's what we're really learning to tune into. And then I'd love to hear from you all as best as I can before we move into some practice together. So just a few words, and whenever you do feel alone, does it often feel like you're the only one who feels this way? I wonder if this resonates with you. But from a mindfulness perspective, we are never truly alone because in reality, all things are deeply interconnected, and that includes you. And yet we can all at times feel that we can feel alone. And this happens whenever we lose touch with our deep connection to life in the present moment. Ironically, we're never alone in feeling alone because everyone, especially in the way we live in modern times, can lose touch with the present moment as it really feels, as it really is. So, this is an all too common feeling, sadly, especially during the holiday season. But feeling alone is based on a misperception. There's so much to connect to in reality in any moment. So I'm so glad that we're all here together right now to experience the power of deep connection in the present moment, liberating us all from the delusion of separateness. So let's just tune into all of you in real time from the chat and just offering a prompt. Where do you find connection in your life? This is such a beautiful thing to reflect on. And people say family and friends, music and dancing. Yeah, dancing really brings you into the flow of life. Delicious meals and food, truly, that's definitely true. And my spiritual practice, yes. Yeah, this is all true. So a lot of these things that you've said brings us down into our sensual experience because that's what links us into the present moment. So what is truly spiritual in many ways is just really showing up in life, really feeling it, joining with it as it truly is. And that's what we're going to be doing right now. So, what I'd like you to do is just settle into a posture, if you're not already there, that feels quite supported and relaxed and at ease. I'm sitting with my legs crossed, as you can see, but that's really comfortable for me for the next 25 minutes or so. But please pay attention to your own body, respect your own body's limits, and please find a posture that just feels really okay for you in this body for this moment. You can lie down, you can sit in a chair, whatever feels best. So, given that, let's settle in and let's take just a few moments just to connect to the body as you settle into your posture. And I'd love to really let this be an organic thing, depending on how you feel, how the body's feeling. But let's just take a few moments to actually move the body and rolling the shoulders back gently. What's it like? And as you do this, this is really a practice as you stretch and roll the shoulders of connecting to this body and moving into the flow of our felt experience in the present moment. It's great to just stretch in this very gentle and kind way, letting the stretching be a kind of yummy way to connect to the body with a quality of friendliness. You can slow it way down. You don't have to make big movements for this to warm up the awareness so that you can become connected into life. The body is a natural part of the world. It's an expression of nature, actually. So as you warm up and stretch a little bit, rolling the shoulders back and around, whatever feels best. You might also like to do a twist, just stretching the spine if that feels kind. and warm and connecting to the body. First and foremost, to move into this deep sense of interconnectivity that is the flow of life, we need to spend a little bit of time establishing the mind body connection and strengthening it in the present moment. So, even as you move in this gentle way, any other stretching, if you want to roll your head gently, please feel free to make this your own. As you stretch the head from side to side. And as I was saying, let the movement be the path into being. Roll the shoulders, rolling the head, whatever feels best for you. I really allow you to make this your own. And when you feel that you're starting to drop down into this wholesome connection with this body through the movement, you can settle gently into stillness. And closing your eyes if you like. And gently allowing the awareness to saturate throughout the whole body. And this is a quality of awareness we often refer to as mindful awareness that is radically inclusive, non-interfering, non-reactive, non-judgmental. Really just letting it all be as it is, and see if you can allow this awareness to begin to saturate and connect and flow through the whole body as a way to join with life and the truth of deep interconnectivity. Now, as a way to support the sense of connection in life, we'll beginning by feeling the breath. And let's just do that by taking a few deep cleansing breaths together, really drinking in, deeply inhaling, as if you were drinking like fresh water, drinking in the breath, so fresh and alive, feeling the connection of the oxygen as it flows into the body. And as you breathe out, allowing the whole body to gently contract and release. And as you breathe out, slowing it down a bit, really letting go throughout the whole body. What's it like to release any tension? Letting the breath be like a cleansing wave that gently rinses that away. So, taking a few deep cleansing breaths, as many as you need, just making this your own once again, making this real for you right now. And when you're ready, just sitting back a little bit, if you're sitting, and just begin to rest in the breath in its own natural rhythm and flow. And we'll take some time just to tune into and mindfully connect to the breath as a gateway into connection. The breath connects us all. It's always flowing within and without. We're all breathing the same breath. It's lovely to just reflect on that as we begin to simply breathe in this way, allowing the breath to be a deep teacher into true connection. And as we do, knowing that we're all breathing the same breath together on this live stream right now. It's so lovely to allow the breath to connect us all even on this kind of platform. So, allowing the breath to be like calm, gentle waves on an open sea. And what I'd like to invite you to do to support this feeling of deep connection is to not work at this at all, is to allow the breath to show you its own natural rhythm and flow, just as it already is. Letting go of judgments, letting go of trying to control or manipulate the breath in any way, and just gently taking your life one breath at a time. Without any effort on your part, perhaps. And allowing any mental activity, any stories, any worries of the mind, just acknowledging them if they're present, which they very well may be, but gently, without making it a problem in any way, just allow all of that mental chatter and activity to move gently into the background, not the main focus right now. And simply resting in the gentle waves of breath, allowing those to take center stage, letting the body lead, the breathing body, just for now. As a way to support this mind body connection through the anchor of each breath as it really is, you can become very curious and perhaps notice where in the body you feel the sensations of the breath most predominantly. Perhaps you feel the breath most in the belly expands and contracts. Or perhaps you feel the breath more at the tip of the nose. Wherever you notice more sensations of the breath, just resting in that region of the body. Noticing if the texture of the breath is rough or smooth. And this is how we start to tune into intimate connection by becoming curious, by receiving what is already here. And this is how life finds us. Let the stream of the breath literally be the stream of life flowing through and around the entire body. Noticing perhaps how each breath is unique, never to be felt or known ever again. Excuse me. Even a cough like that is something to be felt. To be known. And as you rest in the breath as it already is, as a way to tune into more interconnectivity, you can now begin to sweeten up the breath by inclining toward the breath as you would to a beloved pet or sleeping child. And this is a way by sweetening the awareness and the relationship with the breath with qualities of tenderness and care. And this really turns up the volume on intimate connection in the moment. The breath truly is a living thing. And see what it's like to feel and to relate to the breath as you would to a beloved pet. A sleeping child or infant. And see if this further supports an intimate feeling of flow and connection in the moment. Connection, true connection, rests on the quality of awareness in any moment. And as you sweeten up the breath in this way, gently allowing the in breath, the felt sense of the breath as you're breathing in, allowing that to move into the foreground of awareness just a bit more. And as you breathe in, allow that to be a natural flow of connection to yourself. Just see what it's like to sit back and receive the breath as you breathe in. It's so beautiful just to receive the in breath and let it be all for you. And let that be a beautiful, natural way to become deeply connected to yourself, to the flow of the breath that's always flowing in your direction, the flow of life, and just receiving it with every in breath, all for you. And just knowing that every breath is an opportunity for deep connection as you breathe in. If you like, you can allow any qualities to gently ride on the in breath, any qualities that you'd like to connect to right now, qualities of kindness. Just let that quality gently ride on the breath flowing towards you, flowing through your whole body as you breathe in. Or perhaps you'd like to connect to qualities of compassion. So, whatever you need, allow the breath to be a deeply intimate flow towards yourself and just soak it up with every breath. Let the breath do all of the work for you. Don't work at this, just receive the breath. Let it be a flow of life, of kindness. And if you like, you can gently shift the awareness from the in breath primarily now to the out breath. Just inclining the awareness just a little bit more into the felt sense of breathing out. And as you do, just allowing the breath as you breathe out to release anything that might be getting in the way of deeper connection for you in this moment. Letting it cleanse and wash away any doubts, any old stories in the mind. Just let the power and the truth of the breath wash that all away. And as you breathe out, you can allow the out breath to be a beautiful natural flow of connection to all that is around you, which is true. You can bring to mind any loved ones, any family or friends. And as you breathe out, it can be a heartfelt flow of intimate connection from your heart to theirs, just riding naturally on the breath. And allow the breath to bring you into deep connection with all who you love in this moment. You can really feel your loved ones, friends, and family as if they're here with you with every exhalation. And just for one more minute, resting in connection through the natural flow of the breath with every out breath to all who you love, all who you care about and cherish. And perhaps that feeling of connection can flow out to everyone on the live stream together right now, including them as well. And know as the flow of connection goes outward, you are receiving from others at the same time. And this is a beautiful experience, just resting in the breath in this way together. And then for the last few minutes of this practice, inviting you gently to rest now back in the full length of the breath, both the in breath and the out breath. And with every in breath, let that be an intimate connecting flow to all that is within you, all the goodness within you, your truth, your heart. And as you breathe out, it naturally flows outwards, connecting you as natural as this breath to all that you love, all that is literally here right now. And as you rest in each breath in this way, letting it be literally like an ocean of connection. We're all literally resting in a deep flow of life that includes us all in every moment with every breath. Just noticing as you rest in the breath, allowing it to be a natural flow of connection, intimate, alive. Just noticing how it feels to rest in an ocean of connection with every breath, breaking the spell of separateness. And as you rest in the breath for this last minute of this practice, also take a moment to really feeling the connection of the earth beneath the body, always holding and cradling and supporting the earth. We're all held by the earth in this moment. And along with the breath, just feeling that magnetic reality of the earth's support. So as we come to the end of this practice, just noticing, how did this feel? What did you notice naturally through something as simple and ordinary as this breath, this profound miracle of life that is the flow of breath flowing through us all? How every breath is an opportunity to know true deep connection. So feel free to open your eyes, and it's so beautiful to have these last few minutes just to connect and support each other on the chat. So really, let's go for some questions. Someone asks, how can we connect with others who stay distant during the holidays because they don't want to be a burden? I'm wondering if in that practice that we just did, what's so beautiful about these kinds of connecting practices is that they don't depend on people being any particular way. They don't have to be right with you. They also don't necessarily have to be cooperative, right? And I'm wondering, whoever asked that question, as you kind of moved in that practice of allowing the breath to be a flow to oneself, and then the out breath to be a flow of connection to all that you care about, especially even family that don't want to be a burden, to connecting to them just as they are and knowing that they're still in your heart. And this can be a beautiful connecting practice, regardless of whether people are cooperative, whether they're physically present with you or not. This connecting practice allows us to feel really intimately connected with people as they are, wherever they are, just as they are, with a quality of love and acceptance. So just try this on and see what this is like, so that you can let go of any judgment, any worry, any hurt, perhaps because of that, and connect anyway. This is a beautiful opportunity, and it's as natural as the breath. The breath doesn't choose or pick, right? It's just always here and flowing. So thank you all for joining me. This was a beautiful time to practice together. And remember that you can meditate with Round Glass Live every single day. Isn't that great? Just check us out on round.glass or on our app. And I'll be back next week for my next live session. So thank you. Until I see you again, just know that you are always, always deeply connected to life in every moment. It's just all about being able and developing the capacity to know it more and more in the present moment. Thank you.